Hi guys, it's Nikki here today. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will discuss a bit more on HTML and styling. If you haven't watched my first video, I highly recommend that you watch it, especially if you're new to HTML. So, as we continue learning HTML, we can layer HTML with CSS and JavaScript to create visually compelling and dynamic websites. But for now, we're going to focus on how to add and modify basic contents on a web page. We're going to add and modify basic content on a web page like text, images, and videos. So let's start off with HTML elements and structure. Remember guys, in my previous video, I talked about tags and I also introduced you to HTML, that it is a markup language. And well, for HTML, basically it consists of tags, and these tags are organized in a hierarchy or in a hierarchical manner. I wasn't able to explain the tags, but when you say tags, for example, for this one, I have HTML tags. I have a title tag. If you notice, they are basically consist of angle brackets, two angle brackets. And for this one, we can easily say that it's composed of an opening tag or a start tag and a close tag or an end tag. The end tag differs with the opening tag via the forward slash. And not all the tags have end tags. We also have break or line break, such as this, and horizontal rule, such as this. So these kind of tags don't need an end tag. Now, when we say element or HTML element, when we already have a text or a content inside, this whole is already now called an element. Okay, so alright, so you remember I mentioned about hierarchical manner. So it's organized. The codes are organized. So if ever you forget about it, you can also remember that in HTML there's a parent and there's a child. Today we're going to or I am going to show you how to make your web page. You can customize your web page according to your preference, but for me right now I'm going to make a cooking website. So I'm using the Notepad again. This is the Notepad environment, and make it a practice to put the Doctype HTML so that the code editor would know what kind of HTML are you running. And so this is really what I'm showing you is how I put on the editor um, in an organized and ordered manner. So after the doc type, of course, don't forget HTML. So we will put a contents inside it. Okay. After HTML, of course, we have a head. Always make it a practice. Inside the head, we can put the title. There. And then a body after the head. Okay. So it consists of many content. So you have to allow some spaces for that. Alright, so let's save this. Well, so for you to be not confused, um, I will put here, since it will be about a cooking website. Um, let's just put on the title Lisa's Kitchen. If that makes sense. Okay, and then we save it. Save as. Okay, when you're saving, so we'll name it as PR2 search for project 2.html, and don't forget the save as type. You look for the hypertext markup language file, and you can save it now. Okay, now you notice that the tags are now colored, and in my previous video I got a red one. um, you'll notice if, for example, you have missed this one. Hey, for example, on your previews tag, you miss an angle bracket, you will know right away that there is an error, because your um, the tag that immediately follows after that is red. So to fix that, you can just put back your angle bracket, and then it will turn red. Okay, so to know the output, click on Run. You can launch in Chrome. I basically use Launch in Chrome because that's the web browser I'm using, but you can free to launch any web browser you want. You can launch it in Internet Explorer, Firefox, Safari, but for now we'll launch it in Chrome. Okay, so if I'm going to zoom this in. Okay, this is where you can see the output on the tab, Lisa's Kitchen. Okay. Alright, what's the next step? Of course, we'll put a heading. The heading, don't be confused with head and heading. The heading is on the body. This is basically just your, which is the heading or the big font on your web page. You will see what I'm talking about once we're done. Okay, so I put it inside the body, and its tags is H1, or if you can remember, I told you about this. So it goes H1 to H6. H1 is the biggest or the largest font, and H6 is the smaller one. So the H1 is the main heading, and then the succeeding ones are the subheadings. So here we'll put welcome to Lisa's Kitchen. Okay. So we're just wrapping this contents with H1. Then you save it. And then I don't have to run anymore since I have the browser open. Just reload the page or refresh, and there you go. You can see the content we put on your code editor. Remember when I told you about the parent and the child? So in here, in this scenario, the body is the parent of H1. while here, in this case, the title is the child of the head, or the head is the parent of the title. Alright, so we'll put a little bit of description here inside, or a subheading, so we can put H2 and the and tag H2. I think it will be a bit larger still, so we can adjust to H3. So what do you want to put about, like, you want to introduce your web page, like, hello. Okay, welcome to my website. I love to cook different types of dishes and etc, etc. So you save it, or as for my case, I hit on Control S, and then you reload the page. Okay, there. Okay, now we want to showcase her featured dishes, so we'll put it on a list. Okay, this is something new that we haven't talked about yet. So basically, since your web page is since you want to have an organized web page, normally we use section or div. Like for example, this will be section for the main page. Oh, I forgot the forward slash. Okay, you see there. And then this will be another section for the featured contents. Okay, so section or div are quite similar. Then here, as I said, we will put the featured recipe. Okay, and it will be in a list, so you can choose if you want it to be an ordered or an ordered list. When you say ordered list, of course you can see the numbers in numerical. It can be Roman numeral, it can be it can be by alphabet. But in here we don't want it to be organized or ordered. We will just use an ordered list. To use an unordered list, you just use this tag. It's pretty self-explanatory because it's UL, so it stands for unordered, and then list, and then list for LI. There. We're gonna make 3, so let's make this list 3. Okay, I just copy paste there. Okay, now we'll put here sushi. These are the following featured recipe: dumplings and steak. Okay, I forgot to put the title, so we'll put H1, or no, not H1 but H4, and then featured recipe. Okay, you click save. I have clicked save or Control S and reload. And there you have it. Let's zoom in a bit. Oops. Can we zoom in? Control plus plus. Hey, there. Okay. But I want to put as well some images. What should I do? So you notice this is a feature section. We'll put another section for the images. That's funny. Hey. So there's another section for images, and this time we're going to use the I'm looking for the image. Yeah. This is the syntax. Hey. Guys, in HTML, whenever you will put some images on your web page, of course, it depends on the image, the original width, the original height. So not all images are equal in width or height. So in this case, it's up to you what size of images you would like, because if I'm going to show you how it would look like if we just paste it without the height and width, without styling the height and width, it will look huge on your web page. So this is the tag you use for image or for inserting an image to your web page. You just have to, in between these double quotes, you just have to locate or put the location of your images. For me in this case, I put it on the downloads, and since the first one on our featured list is sushi, so we'll insert the sushi image. So this is how I would normally copy my file name and the location. So I right click on the image, I click on properties, and then I copy the file name, or the file name, or so the two things you will just copy is the file name and the location. Okay, let me first go with the location. I copy that and then paste this in between the quotes. This is how it looked like. And then you just have to add a backward slash, and then you copy the file name followed by the file name. There. Hey. So you save and then you reload the page. Okay, this is what I'm telling you about. The picture is so huge, and it's not a good style. So just to adjust the picture or the image, you just have to, right after the file, right after this double quote, you put style equal to height style equal to height, or just simple as this. Height is equals to, let's say 100, and width, we'll make it square, is equals to 100. Save. Let's see what happens. And there you have it. So we're just going to repeat it with the rest of the image, the sushi, the dumpling, and the steak. Alright, and so again we put on the, I'll just have to copy this one, and you just have to change the file name. Next is the dumplings, but I copy the file name, and the last one is, copy this one again, the last one is the rolls, or the steak. Steak.jpg. That's how I saved it. I can just type it in, steak.jpg, then save, and then you see on your Chrome the 3 images. Oh, by the way, be careful with the images that you use on your web page. Sorry for that noise. Going back, be careful on the images you put on the web page because of the copyrights. In here, these images, I basically got them from Pexels. These are stock photos, and these are the people these are the people I would like to credit the photos that I'm using today. So it's from Abby Quijano, Naim Benjalan, and Cotton Bro, because I'm going to use a video as well. Okay, so those are images that are free for you to use, but you just have to credit the owner. Now that you're familiar with inserting the images, what about we put some links? Let's say on the sushi, on the dumplings, and the steak. Let's say the users would like to click on those, or would like to know the recipe, so they just have to click on that and they'll be able to be redirected to the recipe, to the next page, or to the recipe. It may be on the same page, it may be on the next page. So for you to be able to put the link, or to make this sushi a link, you can notice here so right after the li tag, we put the a tag, or the anchor tag, and then space a ref equals to, okay, this is again the double quotation mark. I'm sorry, I said double quote, but I think that's a double quotation mark. And then let's say this is the link where I want to go when you click the sushi. Okay, you just copy the link and then you insert it in, you paste it inside the double quotation mark, and then you close it with an angle bracket, click on save. Let's see if this one works. Let's go back to the web page. It didn't work, I know, because the a ref should be ah ref, should be like that. href. Don't forget about that. Okay, this time it should work. What seems to be the problem? Because all of the links, I'm not trying to put the links on all of the featured recipe. I just want it to be ex um, exclusive to the sushi. So, you know what I forgot? I forgot to close it. So right before the closing li, let's put the closing tag for the anchor. Save it, refresh, and there you have it. So we just have to repeat the same process for the dumplings and the steak. Okay? Now guys, now that we are in styling, or we're HTML is really not for styling but CSS. Okay, it's cascade. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. So we'll just have to touch a little bit on CSS here. So let's say you want to color this font. Welcome to Lisa's Kitchen. What you just have to do is to add style and then color, style, color, red. Something tells me it's not going to work. Okay, let me review my syntax here. No need to add a style, but if color is equals to red. Okay, let's see. It did not work. Sorry about that, guys. I think I lost it. Let me try to check. This one, my project 2. Okay. Alright, so guys, I'm sorry. To put a color, you just have to type it like so. Style is equals to color red. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Once you get used to your HTML code, you will have these kind of moments. Okay, so the what I did was I put the style, and this is how the syntax should go. Style, and then the equal sign, and then don't forget the double quotation marks. And then so color, what color do you want? And then followed by colon, and then the color red. So that's how I styled it. If you want, you can just copy paste, and then we want a different color for the subheading, like maybe yellow, then you save it. Oops, I think it will not work because of the double colon or double quotation mark. Okay, here you go. There, so you have the red, you have the yellow, then your featured recipe and your image. Guys, by the way, we all know that we have many gadgets nowadays. We have laptops, we have tablets, we have cell phones. And they all have different sizes or screen sizes. Um, Web developers and web designers basically have that in mind and consider those type of factors when making a web page. So that's where Meta would um, would be useful. The There is basically what do you call, sorry, there's basically a standard format or syntax to Meta. So it's going to be inserted here in the head, inside the head tag. I previously have done like a project, and this is width. I'm gonna show you. This is how it looks like. So there's nothing in here. I'm just showing you that this particular tag or the meta tag has to be present inside your head tag. So that is the purpose of the meta. So well, this is one of the purpose of the meta, to control the width or the content size depending on the device that the user is using, that the user is using for viewing a particular web page. Okay. Alright, so basically that's it. We have tackled so much for just the HTML basic. We know now to put links, to style, like put color. We know now how to use an ordered list. And okay, what's a web page without a paragraph, right? What about if we add some paragraph? Just for example, like this, you want to put it inside or you want to put it below the images. So again, we go to the Notepad, and then these are the images. We have another section again for the paragraphs. Okay, and then you paste it here. Did I copy it? Right click, copy, Control V. Guys, if you're wondering how I'm switching my screen, I just use Control V. What's this? Alt tab, Alt tab, Alt tab. There, and then Control V to paste. This is now the paragraph. I'm going to shorten the paragraph, guys, so will not be overwhelmed. And okay, guys, if you will notice, if this will appear on the web page, this will appear like continuously. Okay, this is how it's going to look like. See, there's no line break, there's no spaces at all. It's just continuously writing until the end of your screen. So in order to fix that, we'll put some line break. Remember the BR tag that doesn't need any closing tag. So I put 2 because 1 is not enough, of course. So reload, and then you will see there's a space now. um, it's the same thing with the images. So right after the images, I'll put some line break as well. So there will be some space, 2 line breaks at least. So we can have a space after the image. Okay, so that's it. Now, I want to style the font like I want to. Oh guys, I completely forgot as well. Since this is a paragraph, we should use the paragraph tag. Okay. The paragraph tag is basically for paragraph or a block of sentences. Oh, okay, there. Control S, and that's how you put a paragraph on your web page. Okay. And you want to, let's say you want to put an emphasis on the question. So you just use the EM tag. So there's a close EM tag. Okay, let's see. Let's see this one if it will change. There. That's how the EM tag is being used. If you want it to bold, if you want to put, or if you want to make a bold face out of this text, what do you use? You put strong tag, sorry. Strong tag. Don't forget the /. Hit on save. I notice if this will change. Reload. And there you have it. Okay. What else am I missing? Okay. And okay, just wait for a moment, guys. Oh, by the way, guys, if you came across about attributes, if you came across at the word attributes or HTML attributes are values added to the opening tag of an element to configure the element or change the element's default behavior in the provided well in our example here, let's say for the H1 tag we put style to put the color, we put the style attribute to make the color of the font red. So that's one example of an attribute. Or sometimes it can be ID or a name. So because you can assign an ID for each of your tags, so that the styling will be easy, or it will be easier for the web designer to point out what things needs to be changed or modified. So for the ordered list, guys, since we only tackled about an ordered list, you just have to change this to O ordered list, and you will notice that your list will be according to number or in an alphabet manner if that's what you want. And again, here is the anchor link, the anchor or the anchor element, and it's used to create hyperlinks in an HTML documents. The hyperlinks, again, guys, can point to other web pages, files on the same server, a location on the same page, or any URL via the hyperlink reference attribute, or href. href, hyperlinks reference. This is short for hyperlinks reference attribute. Alright, so the last one that I'm gonna show you is how to add or insert a video. We're gonna insert the video right after the paragraph, and to do that, okay, you copy this, and then let's go to the code editor, and then you paste. You will notice this is a video tag followed by source or src, and then you put here your in the same manner how we put the images. That's the same way we're going to insert the video. So again, I put the video in the download folder. Here it is. So the file name is plating.mp4. So properties, I go to properties, I copy that, and then you paste it here. Oops. Okay, aside from the file name, you will need to put the location. Supposing we don't know the location, that's why I'm doing this. And then you just have to add a backward slash. And this one, so the video has an opening tag and a close tag, and between that you put whatever you want. If ever the player will not load on the web page, this is what the user will see. So that's just the fallback. So in this case, I'm pretty sure that this will work. So click on save, and then reload the page. And oh, okay, the video again is so huge. What did we forgot, or what did I forgot? I forgot to put a height and a width. So height again will be, in this case, 150. Don't forget the double quotation mark. And the width is also 150. Notice I put controls because I want the user or those people who are going to view the web page, I want them to be able to control the video. So I hit on save, and then let's see, reload. Hey, there you go. And that's the control that I'm talking about. So you can see that the video is playing and it's working. It doesn't have an audio. It's just plain video. But if it has an audio, it will also play the audio. So the user can control, can play it, can rewind. Okay, the video, whatever is his preference. Not um, last but not the least, I'm sorry, the footer. We put the footer here on the body as well. Here in the footer, guys, this is how the footer looks like. Okay. So you put your posted by Nikki, let's say, and then contact information. So the footer is whatever you want to put below your web page. It can be your Instagram, it can be your link to your Facebook, or your contact information. So this is what I'm just doing. So posted by, and then my contact information. um, the contact information you put, since you're going to put a link, then you put or use the a tag with a hyperlink reference, and then mail to. So this is the email address, the link to the email address, and then a period. Okay, let's save it and then reload the page. So there it is. You notice that on your web page it appears the posted by and the contact information, and when you click it, it will automatically link to the email address of the web of the website. Okay, and so guys, these are the basics of the HTML that you can use in order to start your HTML projects. Now I'd love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite topics and other things you want to learn in coding? Stay focused and stay motivated. Please share it down below. So guys, these are the basics of the HTML that you can use in order to start your HTML projects. Now I'd love to hear from you. What are the or some of your favorite topics and other things you want to learn in coding? Stay focused and stay motivated. Please share it down below. Also, if you enjoy this video, please give this video a big thumbs up. I will really appreciate it, and share it with friends. Thank you once again, and see you on the next video. Bye!